Hello, my name is TCP White. I am on a mission to positively change the world. This is Letter to Mr. President 2. I shall be focusing on security of the nation and lives and property. Mr. President, whilst you campaigned in 2014-2015, one of the tripods upon which you built your campaign was security, alongside fight against corruption and the economy. Security was one of the things you promised Nigerians to tackle when you come into office. And true to your words, at the time, the main issue or the main challenge that Nigeria was faced with was the Boko Haram insurgency. And upon assumption of office, you made significant inroads in this area. Your government and the security personnel dealt significant blows to the Boko Haram insurgency. Any reasonable Nigerian will testify to this. However, several years into your government, it seemed that the Boko Haram insurgents began to resurge. Some people have alluded to the fact that you have not changed the service chiefs, gave them the impetus to come back again, probably because the service chiefs that you have maintained all through your tenure may have run out of ideas on how to end the war that they have almost put out. So it gave the insurgents the impetus to resurge and began to take the battle to the army. And we know that we lost many of our gallant soldiers to these people. That is one of the challenges that have robbed your administration of its glory in its first term. The other area of insecurity that you seem to have failed to tackle is the one that concerns the herders-farmers clashes. Nigerians began to wail from almost all nations or all states in the Middle Belt and some other states in the North Central under the continuous killings of innocent people or innocent farmers by those whom they have tagged as Fulani headsmen. I am not one of those who enjoy blacklisting a whole race or a whole ethnic group because of the actions of a few. However, I had expected that the government, through its intelligence agencies, will study what is causing this problem and then give Nigerians proper information so that they can discuss appropriately what the solution is and then support government in their move to stop or to curb this menace. However, what we have seen is that government seems to be going solo on most of these things. The people that have come out with right information are not nearly close to government, but private citizens who, through their own understanding, seem to have gained an idea of where the problem is coming from. But we expect our government agencies to be on top of this, get the right facts and feed Nigerians, and then what you will get is support from the people. They will be able to say this is what is causing this. It is not a conspiracy from government because they say the president is Fulani and his kinsmen are killing and that's why he's not doing anything. I believe that is not the case, but that is what the people on ground believe. And in politics or in the society, they say perception is reality. So I am calling on you, Mr. President, to urge your security agencies and the intelligence agencies to get on this, find out what the root cause is, and feed Nigerians with information so that they can support you in your drive to quell it. A recent issue that Nigerians are beginning to face since after the elections in February and March is armed banditry and kidnapping for ransom. The country seems to have been divided, with these bandits ruling almost every state in the north. We have them in Zamfara, we have them in Katsina, we have them in Kaduna, we have them in several states. People have lost their lives. Many people have been kidnapped, both rich and poor, with the people demanding for ransoms from both the absurd to the almost ridiculous. No matter the amount, they just kidnap people, whether you are rich or poor, and make all sort of demands. The reasons for this is where government comes in. I believe that the reason why there's this new spike in insecurity is because our security apparatus has failed completely. The army have been overwhelmed and overstretched. Every simple or every small issue, we seem to throw the army into it. The army is busy fighting Boko Haram. The army is busy containing the farmer headers classes. The army is in the southeast trying to contain IPOB. The army is here, the army is there. And then where there is a serious challenge that needs their attention, they cannot handle it. The police that should be the first line of defense, the first line of civil security, seem to have been decimated by this nation, by its government, by its people. We don't accord the police any form of authority or respect. Even the bandits don't fear them. So we have a complete failure of security. That is why this armed banditry seems to have spiked. These young men that are carrying out these issues have been incensed by the fact that politicians have displayed flamboyant lifestyle, living and lavish spending all through, especially in this last election. We see how money exchanged hands. This money belongs to Nigerians, and some people seem to have had enough of it. They cannot take it anymore, and now they are trying to solve a genuine problem by going about it the wrong way. Another reason why I believe there is this spike in insecurity is that Nigeria as a nation, we are beginning to lose our core value. There used to be a time in this nation where people are full of integrity, where you will drop something, you go and return and it is still there, where you can trust Nigerians with finance or material things. But now Nigerians are beginning to love material and financial gains more than life, more than themselves, more than one another. And this has made us to lose our core value. It is time for government, through its orientation agency, to begin to reorientate Nigerians, to begin to help us to find back our lost value, to begin to value life more than money, value, coexistence more than materialism. And in so doing, we shall be able to nip in the bud these security challenges. Having said that, I want to call on the president, as this letter is addressed to you, sir, that you need to help Nigerians to upgrade our security apparatus. Security is no longer secured or gotten worldwide by putting boots on ground. When there is a security challenge anywhere, what Nigerians call for, both the elite, both politicians. The other day I heard the National Assembly say the president should deploy more security to so and so area because of insecurity. That is old school. That is a cake. The way by which security can be guaranteed is through technology. Intelligence is no longer by just brains, but by gadgets. Technology. Where are the CCTV in all our nooks and crannies in the streets? Where is the database of Nigerians? Why is it impossible to be able to use DNA to track people who commit crime and seem to go scot-free? Why do we not have facial recognition mechanisms in our security database? Why does it seem like Nigeria is too far behind in catching up to the trends in the world today? Mr. President, as you go into your second term in office, I urge you to upgrade our security personnel. Recruit more policemen, recruit more people into the army, train them adequately, give them enough incentive and motivation to carry out their jobs. That security, that motivation must include proper remuneration, life insurance, and assurance for their family. Also, it also must include gadgets, intelligent gadgets for them to work. They cannot be running around with their feet or just carrying guns around. That is no longer security. That even exposes the security personnel to danger. They can be in their control room and be able to track whoever it is that is committing crime without even being physically on ground. Security world over in the 21st century is more about what is not seen than what is seen. So, Mr. President, in your second term, I urge you to focus on upgrading our security facility so that we can be better secured. We don't even need to see policemen on the street to be secured. That is the way the world is going, and that is my call to you, Mr. President. My name is TCP White. I am on a mission to positively change the world.